Hi.
Hi, good evening. This is scanner application.
Yeah. I want one ice cream cone.
One ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think that's it. That's it.
that's all.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next window, please.
All right.
Oh,
Do you ever feel like repeating the same trading mistakes over and over again, or wondering why some trades play out and others don't? Well, the answer is in your trading journal. In this video, I'm just going to show you exactly how to prepare a winning trading journal and also how you can use that to improve your trading performance. So stick through to the end of the video. Why is journaling in general even that important? Well, let me ask you these two questions. Why do you take pictures whenever you go on a vacation or you visit a new destination? Why do you take down notes anytime a teacher is teaching in the classroom? It's simply because you want to keep memory of that specific event so that anytime you think about it, you can easily recall by going to that phone, opening up your gallery and seeing those pictures, right? You will never meet someone and be like, hey, I remember your name, but I don't remember your face. No, it's always the opposite, right? You always remember the face, you recognize the face, but the name, nah, because the brain easily captures images faster than numbers. So if that's the case, why don't you think as a trader, journaling every single thing you do on the chart is that important? Because you are literally gonna keep records of the good and the bad, so that anytime the brain sees what is bad, it goes like, you know what, I've seen this before, you did this before in the past and it didn't work, so don't do it again. That is simply the power of journaling. In my own experience as a trader, journal has been a game changer for me, because I remember back in the days when I didn't have a trade journal, I'll beat myself up whenever I'm in a losing streak. I'll maybe think, maybe it's my strategy, it's my psychology, risk management is poor. I will just be all over the place, not really knowing exactly what was wrong, but maybe I went into a losing streak that week simply because my stop loss were very tight, right? This is a buy. Instead of putting a stop loss here, I'll put it here. And that was maybe the same mistakes that I was just repeating, right? And this has nothing to do with my psychology. It has nothing to do with my strategy, right? So if I was journaling, I would have been able to rectify, knowing that, you know what, this is the mistake that I'm doing. I'm just putting my stop loss very tight to the price. I just need to bring it down a little bit. That is the solution. So one of the key importance of a trade journal is it helps you to track your trades and performance, because you're going to keep records of your entry, your exit, your stops, your target, right? Your confirmations before even you got into the trade. So at the end of the week, you are able to go to that journal and see exactly what you did wrong, what you did right, how you can improve going forward, and all of that. A trade journal can also help you improve your trading plan, because your trading plan entails certain things like I'm risking 1 or 2% per trade. Maybe I'm trading during this session. There are certain things that you put down in your trading plan that you can only cross-check if they are working if only you journal every single trade. For example, you go through your trading journal and you realize that, you know what, any trade you take during the Asian session, you are always, at the wrong side of the market, right? So the journal tells you that 99% or 98% of your trades are always wrong whenever you take them in the Asian session. So if that's the case, then you can tweak your trading plan and say that, you know what, I'm not trading during the Asian session. I'm only going to focus on London session, New York session, because my trade journal tells me or reviews that anytime I take a trade in the Asian session, most of the time I'm always wrong. So with the help of the trading journal, you can always improve when it comes to your trading plan. And also, a trade journal helps you identify mistakes and patterns in the market. As I said earlier, when you journal every single trade down, you are able to see what you keep on doing wrong and what you keep on doing right. Most of the time when I get into the market and I see certain setups, I'm like, you know what, I've seen it. I think I've seen this before. I've seen this particular setup before, because I have journaled those kind of trades in the past. My mind has records of those kind of setups. So whenever I see them, I don't even have to hesitate. I don't have to think about it. I just execute, because my mind is programmed to see those things because of my trading journal. It's the same as backtesting. A lot of people think backtesting is just for beginners. Personally, I backtest every single weekend, because when I do that, I'm basically training my mind to see patterns that has happened before, so that when I get on the charts in the future, I'm able to see those same patterns and record them, because I've backtested, and even with that backtesting, I'm still gonna journal every single thing so that I can go back to it and then bring those memory or bring that same event that happened in the past into the present. Here on the board, I have a list of things that has to be included in a trading journal. The number one is the date and time. You want to jot down the date and the time so that you can easily go back to this date and time whenever you have to review that specific trade. Number two is the instrument. That is the pair that you should trade on. Is it gold? Is it Euro USD? Is it GBP, JPY? You want to also put it down. You have the trade direction. Was it a buy? Was it a sell? You want to also put it down there. The number four, you have the entry, the exit, right? So with this one, you want to take a screenshot of before the trade, right? So let's say you see a nice setup, gold, you want to buy at this level. Just right here, you take the screenshot that is even before the trade plays out, right? And then right after the trade is done playing out, you also want to take the screenshot of the after. So you have the screenshot of the entry, you have the screenshot of the exit as well, right? This is a screenshot. Number five is the risk and the reward percentage, right? So how much did you risk on that specific trade? What was the reward on that trade as well, right? So right after you are done with this, I also have this part as well, that is the execution. So this, I have to write down what I saw before I took the trade, the confluence, the confirmations, why did I take this trade, the reason behind the trade, I have to write it down, the psychology and the emotions, right? What was going through my head before the trade, during the trade, after the trade, right? Did I repeat any emotional mistake, right? Did I revenge trade? All these things I want to put it down right here. And then the lessons learned, right? So what did you learn out of this trade? Yes, it was a win, but what did you learn? You lost this trade. What did you learn? What can you do differently, right? So these are some things that you can include in your trade journal. You can either remove or add. I mean, it's very personal. You can personalize it, right? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you to my platform and show you exactly how I journal my trade. Now, when it comes to journaling, you want to be honest as possible as you can, you know, because mind you, you are doing this just to be accountable for every decision that you make, so that you can really track and also improve your performance, right? The platform that I use is Notion.so. I'm not sponsored by Notion. I just like the platform, you know. So this is it. This is my template. You can journal literally anything, your life, school, whatever, but I'm just using it to journal my trading. So this is trading my trades, and once I click it, it brings me to, you know, these folders, right? So I have the Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, right? So Q1 entails January, February, March. You have the Q2, Q3, Q4, right? So I'm just gonna open a fresh page and show you exactly how, you know, I journal, right? So let's say we see a trade, we are in April, right? Once I click April, I have this section right here, right? So once I click it as well, it's gonna bring me to this table. This is where I'm gonna journal everything, all right? So we're gonna journal our first trade. Let's say we see a trade. Let's go to the chart. This is USD JPY. We see this trade, we think it's gonna go up, right? So before it even goes up, the very moment we see it, we want to take a screenshot. This is trading view. We just go right here, take a screenshot. We can download this image, right? So this image is being downloaded. Let's say it plays out beautifully. Boom, TP hit, right? Let's just say TP hit right here, right? We are out of this trade. We also want to take a screenshot of after. The same thing we're gonna do. So you're gonna take a screenshot right here. It's being downloaded. So now let's journal this trade. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna need these two images, the before and the after, and I'm gonna upload that in my Notion. All right. So the trade that we took was USD JPY. So I'm gonna write here USD JPY. Right. The date, let's just say today. So 28 is when we took the trade. Right. You can also include the time if necessary. So this is the include time. You can include the time here as well. Right. The result, was it a win? Was it a loss, or was it a break even? So if I click right here, it was a win. So it's a win. Direction, it was a buy. Risk, right? So this is where I'm gonna put my risk. What was the percentage that I risked? So let's say I risked 1%. So I'm gonna put 1%. What was the reward? So let's say 1:4%. All right. Then I'm gonna come here. This is where I'm gonna upload the screenshots that I just took. So you can see the entry right here. You can see the exit as well, right? So with the entry, I'm gonna drag the entry screenshot, and then I'm gonna put it right here. All right, this is the entry, and then with the exit as well, I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, this is the exit. So I have my entry screenshots, I have my exit screenshots. So you can add as many as you want, right? So let's say this is a 15 minutes time frame, you can add 4H entry, how the daily candle was looking like. You can add multiple screenshots, right? So this is the entry, this is the exit screenshot, and then this is where I write my remarks. So the reason behind the trade, why did I take this trade? So I'm gonna write, okay, we were on an uptrend, all right? I saw this candlestick, I saw this chart pattern, we broke the structure, and that was my confirmation. I took it, boom. So I write down everything that I saw, the reason behind the trade, I put it down here, all right? This is what you wanna do. So with the psychology and emotions as well, this is where you also wanna write down how you felt before the trade, how you felt during the trade, how you felt after the trade. All right, did you revenge this trade? Was this trade taken because you were revenging the previous trade? Mind you, as I said earlier, you want to be very honest as possible as you can, right? So yes, maybe this was a revenge trade because I lost the previous trade, blah 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 blah. You write it. How did you feel during the trade? I was very anxious because my risk management, my lot size was very huge, blah 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 blah. You write it down. You want to put everything down because this is just going to be for you. This is not going to be for anyone. It's not a public notice. It is for you to improve, or it is for you to track your performance, right? Let's say you realize that you are in a losing streak, right? And then you come to the emotion side and you realize that it's because I was over leveraging. The lot size that I was using is they were too much, right? And then you can see, okay, the before screenshot, it was a very neat entry. But the after screenshot, maybe you even close the trade manually. Price didn't hit your stop loss. Price was just retracing a little bit. You had to quickly close it because the lot size that you use cannot even stand 2-3 pips drop down. That is why you ended up losing the trade. So by going through the trade journal, you realize that this is a mistake you keep on doing. Because of the lot size, you keep on closing the trade even when the trade has not hit your stop loss. So, okay, now the fact that I've realized it, let me now work on it and see how I can improve. Boom. This is the power of a journal, So with the lessons as well, hey, you're gonna write, this was a good trade. I followed my trading plan. I saw this, I saw that. Well done to myself. Boom, 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 boom. You are done. If it was bad as well, you want to write, hey, I didn't follow my trading plan. I did this and I did that. Next time, please check this before you take this trade. Boom, you are done. So I'm done with the first trade. I'm done recording everything. Once I come back, you see everything is listed right here. So this USD JPY, the date and time was a win, 1% win. The 1% risk, the reward was 4. Direction was buy, right? So that's how I journal my trade. So this is the first one. So let's do the same thing. So let's say we see another trade, Euro USD, the same day we take the trade. This time around here we took a loss. Direction was a sell. Risk, we risked maybe 4%, and reward was -8 because obviously we lost. We upload a screenshot before, after, we write the remarks, right? We do everything. We come back right here. You can see that this time around you have a loss right here. Your risk was 4, reward was -8. So when we come down right here, we can see that we are now, in a negative 4% for the week so far, right? Because first trade was 4% win. Second trade, we lost 8%, so it is now -4. So you can track your trades as well. So we will do the same thing for this. Let's say the next trade we won 18%, right? The following trade 15%. The next one we were up by 2%. Next one -4%, right? If I scroll down, you can see that we are now up by 27% for the week. Right? So with the trade journal, you are able to track even your trade performance when it comes to your risk and the reward. So maybe you will ask me, how can I use this trade journal to improve my trade performance? Well, it's simple. After the end of the week, right, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna open all the trades that you took for the week. You're gonna open the before, the after, right? You go on the chart and then you replay it, right? You just review the trade. Why did I even take this loss? What did I do? You just try to analyze it and see what you did wrong, And that is how you can easily improve. You will see your risk, you will see your reward. Maybe you need to adjust your risk going forward next week. This week you were risking too much, you were not following your trading plan. Yes, adjust the risk going forward next week, blah blah blah. Just by doing that, you are reviewing everything you did this week, just to make sure that next week you are gonna do better than this week. And that is the same thing you're gonna do for month by month. Remember, this is April, right? So May, that is the same thing you're gonna do. At the end of the month of April, you're gonna review every single trade you took for April and see the mistakes you did in April, and make sure that you're not gonna repeat those same mistakes for May. So guys, this is how I journal my trades. If you are not tracking your trades, you are not growing as a trader. So leave in the comment section, let me know if you are journaling every single trade you take. It's quite unfortunate in this video I didn't even show how to create this trading journal, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share this template so that you can use the exact trading journal that I use, right? All you have to do, go in the description, message me on Instagram, and I'm gonna share this link with you so that you can also use this trading journal for free. With my mentees in my private community, that is the same exact thing they do. They journal every single trade, and at the end of every trading week, we go through it. We make sure that we analyze the trades that did well, what didn't go well, how we can improve, and I believe that is how we can all grow as traders. So if you gain value from this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm gonna be giving you these valuable content that's gonna help you as a trader in your trading journey. All right, so leave a comment, let me know if you journal or not, and I'll see you next time. Peace.